This shit gonna be a game, boy. If it's a bitch on, you might want to put your broadcast on and watch this bitch shit.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Our starting pitcher in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through. Ball game and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Nick Allen leading things off and takes a strike. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Nolan Jones. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. One out, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Man at first with one gone. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And there's a foul ball. McMahon with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Jones stands at first with one out. Ball. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one hops the wall. Jones rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
He just started division. See, both of us got the raw pitchers on the mound in the game down there.
One out.
I got to
Runner
some
at
sign in the
second.
next
Kirkland will hit next.
Make him tonight.
1-0 in the dirt.
Around him early. He gave up a run in the first inning. His confidence got to be low.
Boog, I don't think anyone was shocked when Yamamoto signed with Los Angeles. He joins a long list of pitchers who signed with the Dodgers out of Japan, following in the footsteps of Hideo Nomo, Hiroki Kuroda, and Kenta Maeda.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 1-1. One out and a runner at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
He needed out one. It's been a tough stretch to the plate lately. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's Michael Toglia.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Two on, one out. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Struck him out looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Lawrence Butler, the next to hit, takes ball one.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 outs. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's it. And there's a ball. Ezequiel Tovar and a Colorado on deck circle. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Check swing, called strike.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Two on, 2 outs. Yamamoto sends her packing. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And on the hill today, Shane Baz. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Next offering is fouled back. Going to count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. Inside, just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Next offering misses. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Gleyber Torres. And that one in the air center field. Doyle drifts towards it, hauls it in, and there's one away. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And a big factor for them in recent games, Freddie Freeman.
Berg, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they could just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Shohei Ohtani in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Ohtani working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
The high heat, too much on that one. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Mookie now, 3rd on the National League leaderboard for batting average.
That's the ball.
This one in the dirt. Goes to second. Save! And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. Ripped to 3rd, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for LA. They're down 1-0. Back here in LA, the batter now, Ezequiel Tovar. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Just missed.
I'm so glad Yamamoto made the move to Major League Baseball. He's one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of Japan and finished his Nippon professional baseball career in style.
And there's the strike.
Facing elimination and pitching in Game 6 of the Japan series, Yamamoto pitched a complete game with 14 strikeouts and broke the series strikeout record held by Yu Darvish. What a way to go out.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading off for the
Brenton
Rockies,
Doyle,
center
the next to
fielder,
hit.
Brenton Doyle.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Pushed that hitting streak to 12 games the last time out.
And a foul ball. Doyle went deep in his most recent game. Doyle, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
1-2.
That one misses. Ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
got him.
Good shit.
Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Now a chance for Luis Torrens. Jet swing went around, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Man at first, 1 away. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position, and he's taking away the double play opportunity.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a base hit. Coming home.
Let's go,
He'll
man.
score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Nick Allen getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
You know, get your people there. You know, part of people out there, boy.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You're looking something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Oh, man.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's good job behind the dish. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watch the first 2 and then chased after the 3rd.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
And the batter now, Nolan Jones. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hernandez tracks it down for the out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Bottom half of inning number 2, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Baz back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Good job to fight that one off. Goes down looking. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one upstairs, ball one. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
James Outman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That pitch in for a strike, and the count even 1-1. On the ground to short, sneaks through, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Dalton Rushing digs in now.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
Rushing, turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. Just missed.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the first offering is not close. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
In the dirt to third. Tag. Got it. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. So the Dodgers leave one. They trail things here 2-0.
You say a lot of struggling.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. That's in there. That's strike one.
Ball. I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Harry Kirkland digging in for the Rockies. That one's upstairs, ball one. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
It's good.
Outside. That's a ball.
Next pitch is outside. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. And the right-hander's 3-1. Swinging a foul straight back. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Toglia.
And at first, next is switch hitting first baseman, Michael Toglia. That one fouled off. Kirkland over at first with one away. And before the 0-1, he asks for time. Strike two. Oh, right to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position. And now it's 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
That's a good miss on the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Man at second. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Kirkland headed for the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
I think the base runner had a good jump on that, and the third base coach clearly, as he tried to score from second. Third base coach was trying to hold him up, had both arms up, but he ran through the stop sign, and that's a costly base running mistake.
Digging in, Lawrence Butler. Move to first. And he's out. And he got him. That ends the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pages. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He was struggling.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Jones settles under it and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Walk to open the ball game. Freeman recently taking home Player of the Month honors. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
One down, base is empty. Breaking ball misses down and away. Nice grab. The throw. And he boots it.
Oh, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
Squirts away a little bit. Right through there for a strike. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Doyle on the move to the alley. 2 away down.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Struck out swinging his first time.
You gotta live it up. Yes,
And that misses. And that is
Give me
ball
that.
one. There's a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Got him. I hated that.
That's inside.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
2-2.
Two outs. And it remains 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Jones sizing this one up, and that is that.
I'm moving like a fireball, a flash in your universe. Gonna go hard over the finish line, I'll be the first. Hey, hey, hey!
Start of the
Leading
fourth,
off
so
for
in
the
now for
Rockies,
Colorado,
right fielder,
Lawrence Butler.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Come on, man. See how this
Makes the
nigga
grab.
run. Hitting
And
it
a quick out number one.
Now batting, shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Next for Colorado, Ezekiel Tovar. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch, not close. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
So digging in, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
One thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And 1-2.
That's a ball.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Nick Lodolo looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Harvey, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
He's not going to get him out of here.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
On the ground, could be 2.
Can't give up a 2.
Off balance speed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
No time.
There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
No time. It's another RBI. Like he did the last time. Playboy.
Doyle stands at second with 2 gone. This one popped up right side. Brings it in, and that'll do it. So 1 hit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
In there at the knees.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low.
For that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That one ripped right center field. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And now Teoscar Hernandez struck out looking his first time. Popped up foul territory behind the plate. Torrens pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Muncy to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. To the right side. They get the out on Muncy.
Now batting, center fielder, James Outman.
And now the center fielder, James Outman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Strike 3. Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 1 hit, 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Rockies 2 and the Dodgers nothing. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Nick Lodolo.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Number
quality
40.
pitches out of him right here.
Nick
Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Allen. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Lodolo
0-1.
in his 5th season, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2019. And downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now
That's
2-1
inside.
after
That's
that
a ball.
missed inside. Fly ball down the line. Hernandez settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. So up next,
Now batting,
Nolan
left
Jones,
fielder,
1
Nolan
for 2.
Jones.
He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Right down to shoot, strike 1.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
McMahon up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that's through there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Outman sizes this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Dalton Rushing. Baz back to work. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
In the air, center field. Doyle makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Here's Freddie Freeman now. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. So runner at second, 2 down. Here is Gleyber Torres. 0 for 2 in this one. This one in the air. Tovar. And that will end the inning. 1 left for LA, and they're down 2-0.
Yeah, who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Colorado's DH, Harry Kirkland. And the pitch. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Just missing the bat, boy.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Michael Tolio digging in for the Rockies. A switch hitter batting right. Makes a sliding stop over to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Lawrence Butler. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
2 out, space is empty. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. So 2 down. So in now for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. Inside, just missed. Butler leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swings through that one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Now they've got him in a rundown. Puts the tag on him, and that's the end. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Fastball for a strike at 95.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. The 1-1 is fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at-bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Here's Mookie Betts now. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. That's outside. Ball 1. Betts with another scorching run of play lately. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a foul out of play.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, third baseman, Max.
Here comes Max Muncy. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. In the air, out towards right center. Butler on the move to the gap. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And the inning is over. So the Dodgers leave one. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. Out to center. Outman on the move. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And that's outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Late on that fastball.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. Luis Torrens digging in for the Rockies. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Foul ball. Next one is off the plate. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Center fielder James Outman.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Rushing stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Clips the corner and the count 1-2. That one missing inside. The Rockies leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch misses inside, and the count's full.
You got a full count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now Andy Pages. His righty-lefty splits there.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
2 down, nobody on. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity.
Goes down looking for the
Let's go.
and he strikes out the side of the seventh. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Rockies 2 and the Dodgers nothing. We go to the 8th. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Nick Allen. Lodolo back to work. Swung on, popped up left side. Muncy under this one. He makes the grab. 1 away.
Man, Dodger Stadium is so beautiful. Really a gorgeous place to play baseball. The weather is always perfect. You know, Tommy Lasorda managed the Dodgers for more than 20 seasons, and he called this place blue heaven on earth. You and I, we had the privilege of walking past the Vin Scully broadcast booth and many times seeing him in there getting ready for a ball game. When I think of this place, I think of Vin Scully.
And a couple of quick outs.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Next for Colorado, Ryan McMahon. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Popped up Torres. And that is that. So they make short.
Now pitching for
New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Randy Dobnak.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And that is out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That one the other way. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, but he pulls it off. Gleyber Torres up to hit. 3 in this one.
Gleyber Torres.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate. In for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Up next for the
Shohei
Dodgers.
Ohtani up to the dish. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Wow, good pitch, man.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
The tying run at the plate. That one clips the outside corner. That is strike 2. And that just misses.
Oh,
Close on the inside,
yeah.
and obviously he's not too happy with the call out there on the
Yeah,
mound as
let
he
him
lets
know
the
what's up,
umpire hear it a
man.
little bit. This is where you can't let that frustration compound itself, though. You got to let it out and move on.
Swings and misses.
He'll
Struck
come
him
back and get him
out.
out of here.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Now it's Mookie Betts. 1 for 3.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's the ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, no strike.
Ripped to third, but handled. And that'll end the inning. 1 left for LA. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Hunter Harvey.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Up next for
Michael
Colorado.
Toglia
First
now at the
baseman,
plate.
Michael Toglia.
Ball 1, no
ball.
strikes. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Anthony Bender looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Stone also getting ready.
Hey! 1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1-2
That was
is the count.
straight queso right there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball the pitch before was off. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Antonio Gallegos comes on trying to close it out.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is 1-1.
1 strike.
Next offering misses down and away.
Ball. 3-1.
inside ball 4, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here comes Max Muncy.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run at the plate. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that's a fair ball. Here's the throw. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boone. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Golden opportunity right here. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. That one misses, and that's ball 1. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. And misses inside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
So the tying run at second, and it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ball 4, he walked it, and that'll keep the line moving. So bases all loaded up. Stepping in, Dalton rushing. This one in the air, right field. Butler puts it away for the out.
The 2 ball, bro. The 2 ball. Hey.
Up next for the Dodgers.
The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Kyle Tucker.
Fuck you, I know you fucking lying, dog.
And that one upstairs.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
On the ground, right side. To Tovar.
Let's go.
That's a double play. The ball game is over.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
I miss your love.
listen to, man. Just keep it up. Man, All-Star break, so that's good. My faith, huh? That'll get you out of the time. That's enough.
Been someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was suicide. I've been a random man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys.
So that make hits and hit.
Don't look like it's true, but young man, I was new and I was green. Been a long time spent, man, you're hustling for rent. Don't end up looking like me. Been someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they need the keys to the kingdom.
See, up here. Space right there. Look like, I'll take my hand away.